What's up, everybody? And today we're checking out 75th Ranger Regiment, an inside look at Army Rangers. This is by a YouTube channel called SFC Beats, I think is how you pronounce it, Beitz. I've not seen this channel before, but out of nowhere, a couple different people sent me a few videos from this channel, and so I'm intrigued. I've looked at this channel, SFC Beats or Bets, and it looks like they do what look like documentary style videos about different US militaries, and I find it absolutely fascinating. So I'm excited to watch this. I will leave a link down below to the channel. The channel's only got 20, well, I say only, it's a significant amount, 24.8 thousand subscribers. Let's bump that up a little bit. Let's get some people over there. Link down below to the original video. I'm excited to watch this because I've been recommended it out of nowhere by quite a few individuals, so very excited for this one. Before we get started, though, as always, check out Chug if you haven't already. 10% off, link down below. Summer's here. Keep your beverage cold while you're outside. 10% off, link down below. Ships around the world. Free customization. Free bag. It is the best bit of kit you can possibly get for keeping your beverage cold. Buy once, cry once. It's one of them bits of kits that will last you a lifetime if you look after it, not this cheap crap that people are selling these days that falls apart after a second. So go get yourself one of them if you haven't already. Also, if you're in the UK, go buy yourself some Morale, my drink, my business. I'm putting so much love into this business. It is an energy drink that is utilizing functional mushrooms and healthy ingredients. We're also building something very, very special. If you are like me, and I can't say too much without giving too much away. You know, with Morale, I've been talking about building a mushroom-based drink and a nature-based community. We've been working on that mushroom-based drink. It's out now. You can buy it in the UK. But the nature-based community hasn't seen the light of day yet. And we're working on it. It's something very special. If you're like me and you are Tolkien-esque in a viewpoint of not liking the way things are going with technology and also wanting to find a reconnection with the outdoors, you're going to love what we're doing. I'm very, very excited about it. I think that's all I'm going to say. Oh, there's a link down below to a charity hike I'm doing in Scotland where my ancestors are from, in a place called Callander in Scotland. We're doing a hike to raise money to fight cancer, so link down below for that. All right, that's enough. That went on for longer than it should. Let's check this out. 75th Ranger Regiment. Let's see how similar it is to Royal Marines Commando training.
Assessment selection happens every day. That's something that is said a lot. I'm going to tell you guys, it doesn't get easier. You just get used to it. You just have to keep going.
Hold on. I don't want to pause it a bunch. I just want to look at this assault course.
It doesn't get easier.
What have we got here? Looks like we got some sort of bars here. Something that you run along here. Maybe monkey bars here. 4 walls. Not sure what that is there. And then some sort of another kind of climbing obstacle here. Not really sure what that is from a distance. Something you run over, climbing. I look at this because we have something called Bottom Field in the Royal Marines Commandos, which does have an assault course. It's got, you know, a 6-foot wall. It's got a rope that you go across and do a regain on. It's got like a zigzag wall, kind of similar to this, but it's like 6-7 foot in the air. It's got the monkey bars, it's got the crawling, it's got tunnels, all this other stuff. So just looking at the similarities between the two, there's a few similarities there.
You just get used to it. You just have to keep going.
Pull-ups.
You being an American, raising your right hand.
I'm gonna go back again. I promise I'm not gonna pause it too much because I want to hear what he's saying as well. They're all doing underarm pull-ups. We don't do that in the Royal Marines Commandos. We do overarm pull-ups. Reason being is, and it makes sense if you think about it. An overarm pull-up is, so like this way, when you're pulling up this way, you're going to use more muscles of what you would if you're naturally doing a regular, like you're trying to get over a wall or you're trying to pull yourself up onto something. This is practically just biceps. So I'm surprised they're doing underarm. I'm surprised they're not doing overarm. Let me go back. I want to hear what he's saying.
I'm going to tell you guys, it doesn't get easier. You just get used to it. You just have to keep going.
That's true.
You being an American, raising your right hand, coming through the pipeline, doing what you needed to do. You're here now. To me, your family.
Nice. I like it. I like it. Nighttime exercises. He's out
We're
in the
part of
water.
something bigger than ourselves. It's a way of life. You think of the first stanza of recognizing that I volunteered as a ranger.
I think people are missing that quite a bit in their life these days, is feeling like they're a part of something bigger than themselves. And I think that's one of the biggest pulls to the military, is especially young men. We're seeing such a struggle with men's mental health, and it's because men, or I personally believe that men thrive when they are a part of something bigger than themselves, when they're working towards something greater, when they've got a mission, when they've got a purpose. I think we're missing that in a lot of places in our life these days, aren't we?
You don't have to be here. You choose to be here every single day. Our motto of sua sponte, of their own accord, means that we're here because we want to be better today than we were yesterday.
I like it. I like how all the weights are like branded with the Rangers on it. That's pretty
I
sick.
knew that the Rangers were a special place to be, so it was like all in Ranger or nothing. I really didn't know much about it. I knew that they were the best of what the Army had to offer, and that's what I wanted to be with and to work with those types of people.
So the Rangers are part of the Army. Interesting. Are the SEALs their own thing, or are they part of the Navy or the US Marines? So for us, the Royal Marines Commandos are actually still part of the Navy. So like my old ID was actually a Navy ID, even though it said Marine on it. Unlike the US, where the Marines are its own department. I thought the Rangers would have been their own department because some people consider these SF, right? Am I right by saying that? Rangers? US Rangers, Special Forces, I'm not sure if they are. Maybe they're in the kind of similar vein as the Royal Marines here in the UK, where they're really, really good. Really good. And you know, it's the hardest basic military training in the world, but they're not SF. Because to go Special Forces, you have to be in the military for a certain period of time, get some experience, and then sign up for SF here in the UK. A lot of people have told me that Rangers are the most similar to Royal Marines, which I find interesting. I'm not sure what they're chanting.
First, and one of my leaders, he was from 375, and as soon as I showed up, my first drill weekend, I could really recognize that there's a difference between him and the other guys around me, and I kind of decided right there that who I wanted to be and who I didn't want to be.
To
Inspired.
me, the second stanza of the Ranger Creed is an outline for the aggressive nature of every Ranger. It gives that sense of drive.
Not only competing with myself on a daily basis, but competing with my peers and other Rangers that I'm with every day.
I like it.
Challenging them, they're challenging me to become faster, better. When you're out doing PT in front of other units,
I don't know about you guys. Let me go back here.
become faster, better.
When I was doing drills, I hate anything flopping about and moving about on me. So this little bag he's got here in his front, I understand a dump pouch is gonna mess about. I didn't use a dump pouch. I just would whack empty mags right back in my magazine holder. Although our magazine holders on our webbing is a little bit different to a lot of people who have them on the chest now. It's a little bit different. But these bags moving about, that'd annoy the crap out of me. I like to keep everything as tight as I can to my body, or I did when I was in the Royal Marines, without things kind of just flopping around everywhere.
In front of other units, living that standard so they see it.
Personal preference,
to
though.
be the example for everything that this unit has done previously, everything this unit will do in the future, to be that spearhead.
We'll never quit until the mission's done, no matter how long that takes. And I think that was shown through this last G1, that Rangers have been there since day one, and we were there till the end.
You said the quality of this video, it's like a legit documentary. Absolutely fantastic, this, isn't it? Like really, really, really well made. And it does make me wonder, are all these videos, or all, I don't know if it's just one guy or if it's a team, but are all their videos this good? Because if so, I'm going to be watching some more of these.
So I think that's a tip of the hat to 75th Ranger Regiment of what we're capable of and how we've evolved over the 20 plus years.
Is that how long they've been around? 20 plus years? 20-ish years?
So they know that we aren't just talking the talk, we're actually out walking the walk.
Fair one. Fair one.
What you kind of go into each day thinking about, to never put yourself first. You're always thinking of the guy next to you, what they need. Really just putting your wants and your needs behind everyone else's.
Okay.
Our charter began with General Creighton Abrams in 1974 when he was the Chief of Staff of the Army.
Yeah, 1974, so not that long ago.
And it must be apparent wherever the battalion goes, it must be apparent that it's the best. And it's not just you can shoot better than the guy next to you or you're faster than the guy next to you. It's about how you treat others.
Yeah, it's your ethos as a unit, isn't it? Like, we have the commando ethos in the Royal Marines. It's the way you represent yourself and represent your unit. It's about having that it's about having that reputation. Do you know what I mean? I like very similar to the Royal Marines in that sense. Apart from the time that they've been around. With the Royal Marines, it was the 20th of October 1776 when they were founded, so substantially a lot longer the Royal Marines have been around, although they weren't called the Royal Marines when we first started. You can go look that up for a little slice of history yourself if you want. Big fan of this video so far. I'm very, very impressed. I like the music. I'm hoping it's not copyrighted so I don't get in trouble for that. Very good so far, this video. What watch has he got on there? It's like a Garmin. A Garmin watch. So that looks like some sort of smartwatch. We always got told, well, the smartwatches weren't really a thing back when I was in the Marines. But we had to keep our watches very basic. We had like a G-Shock watch. We never took our mobile phones with us when we were doing operations and stuff like that. We, you know, anything with like a GPS, we just didn't have on us. Any sort of thing that could trace us digitally, didn't take it with us.
Understanding that my Ranger buddies to my left and my right are gonna be what make this mission successful, not just me, and I don't want to let them down.
Makes sense.
The first line in that is what I find the most important, because gallantly I show the world that I'm a specially selected, well-trained soldier embodies the rest of that stanza. Courtesy superior officers need to dress is displaying that you are specially selected.
Who's this individual and why has he got a cap on instead of his beret? Huh. Culinary specialist. Sergeant. That's something that I've never really questioned, actually. What is this big pointy thing on a Chinook? I don't think I've ever questioned what it is. I've been in Chinooks. I fell asleep in the back of one once while we were flying through the sky because I just finished exercise and I was absolutely exhausted. I've been in Chinooks so many times. I wonder what this thing is. I've never really known what that long thing is. Someone let me know in the comments. Cheeky bit of fast roping.
I think the 75th Ranger Regiment kind of, when you grow up here as a private, kind of working through the line squads, you have that mentality where it's not even something that you think about as an option of not doing your best. So it's one less thing you have to worry about.
Nice. It's a really small day sack that he's got there. Which, by the way, complete tangent, but this just reminded me. I'm going hiking soon, and I've got my old military bag, but I want something a bit lighter. I want something like civvy oriented. I was thinking one of them new Fjallraven are doing a new lightweight hiking backpack. I know a lot of people recommend Osprey. If you've got any recommendations, let me know in the comments for hiking backpacks. I want it to be kind of military-esque because it's just what I'm used to, that robustness. But yeah, the one I've got, my old Bergen, it's just a bit. I don't know about you guys, but when you get out the military, you tend to avoid looking or at least we do in the UK. Is we tend to try and avoid looking military, and so going camping with a military day sack that's camouflage is just something that I don't really want to do. So yeah, if you've got recommendations for brands or hiking backpacks, let me know in the comments. Complete tangent there, guys.
Coming into work every single day, it is a job, but it's something that I enjoy doing, and just having that purpose and direction that in the rigger shed and in the 75th Ranger Regiment is very motivating for me as a person.
Yeah, fair one. Getting the rounds down. Yes! It blows my mind that the US has such a massive budget that during training they can start firing javelins. Like, what the fuck? In the UK, that's not the case whatsoever. We just have like dummy versions that we're just like, yeah, we've shot it, and then you throw it to the side. We know how to shoot them, but like, we're not doing it during training exercises. You know what I mean? I'm presuming that's what this is, a training exercise. Oh, maybe this is something to do. Maybe this big pointy thing's something to do with refueling. Is that what it is? Boom. Makes me want to play some Battlefield. Drone warfare as well. You want to see it. 2025, 2026. And we'll meet the enemy. Oh my god. Yeah, in 2026, you want to be seeing a lot of drone warfare training now. It's becoming more apparent.
Stanza, because energetically, while I meet the enemies of my country, if I'm not doing something with all of my energy, with
Mate, you just nearly smashed his face off his weapon coming off that ramp.
Watch. My country, if I'm not doing something with all of my
so close. He nearly had to lose a few teeth then, did he?
all of my heart, my mind, my strength, and like it's just kind of halfway getting done. But if I'm doing it energetically with everything that I got, then I know it's the best that I can provide the guys around me.
That makes sense.
And I know that I can help them do what they need to do to get everybody back where we need to be.
Yeah, of course.
I myself have to be ready at a moment's notice to pick up a gun and go to war, you know, and fight and protect this country. I don't think that being a logistician versus a combat MOS really shows a difference. I may not be that starting lineup. I may not be the immediate go-to guy, but if something happens, I'm ready.
Yeah, it's very similar to the Royal Marines. So when you sign up to the Royal Marines, you become General Duties, Infantry, Royal Marine, first and foremost, and then you specialize, usually after 2 years. Sometimes you get pinged a little bit earlier than that, maybe sometimes a bit later. Sometimes you get to choose for a specialization. But for the most part, 2 years of being a General Duties Royal Marines Commando is standard. So yeah, if you get pinged to be an engineer or a driver or mortars or a snipes or a chef, or even admin, any of these different things or stores, first and foremost, you're a Royal Marines Commando.
And I'm willing to do what
similar.
I have to do.
Yeah, similar.
Just don't give up. You know, that's one of the biggest things they teach you in Ranger Regiment is just don't give up. It's an all volunteer unit. Why you have at any point you can walk away. We're motivated to go out and do the mission.
Yeah.
I want to be a
Nice.
war fighter. I want to meet the enemies of my country, and I want to, do what needs to be done for the American people, and really for my family to keep them safe and keep my friends safe.
I am the best at what I do, and that's why Ranger Regiment chose me.
And we do it in a professional manner, in a way that to not embarrass the Army, not embarrass Ranger Regiment, and especially not embarrass the U.S.
We do bad things to bad people. That's what it is.
It's a very motivational video, this. If you're thinking of joining the military in the US and you see something like this is the type of stuff that gets you hyped, gets you ready to join, isn't it?
Kind of go back to my very first platoon when I arrived in the 7th Ranger Regiment. My very first platoon was 1st Ranger Battalion, Alpha Company.
Look at badges on him. Airborne, Rangers. Got his wings. Got, I forgot what this is called, this medal. I forgot what it's called. Medal of Honor recipient. Is that what this is? I'm pretty sure. Got all these other medals here. I wonder what this big lanyard is around his shoulder here. Some of these things I have no idea what they are. Looks like he's got different variants of the wings as well, which is interesting. A very accomplished individual.
1st Platoon. And what's significant about that platoon, they taught me how to fight.
You're standing in the gateway to the 75th Ranger Regiment.
Trying to get
An organization that you don't volunteer for, you commit to. Every Ranger that has come before you has stood where you stand.
You have to have determination to not quit when it gets hard. And you have to have trust in your Ranger buddy that he's living the creed exactly how you are too.
Hell yeah.
And that you both have each other's back.
Everything we are is because of the Rangers that have come before us and the Rangers that will be leading the way after us.
I've seen that a few times now.
And the Rangers that will be leading the way.
Is that a mobile phone on his chest there? I've seen some people that have pads that come down, and sometimes that's a bit of info on there. Sometimes it's like a little mini whiteboard, although most people have that on the forearm these days. Sometimes it's kind of like got little bits of information, but I've also seen people wearing their phones there, which I think is weird. But yeah, I don't know what this is. It looks like it's got some sort of harness there. It could be a phone. It could be just some sort of informational, bit of kit. But I wonder what that is there.
After us.
I always find it funny as well.
We'll be leading the way.
A Chinook always looks like it's eating soldiers, doesn't it?
After us.
Nom 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 nom.
We're all cut from the same cloth. We all wear the same tan beret. And it's not for everyone.
You're going to solve the problem with any means possible. You're gonna have to fight to soldier on and get it done.
Yeah.
There's no possibility or option of quit.
We're unstoppable. And that's how the regiment is.
Living up to the Ranger Creed will be the hardest thing that you will ever do in your military career and life. But it gives you that great foundation to live up to the standards of the 7th Ranger Regiment.
Ready, one, display! Ready, one, display! Test the forward to require! Test the forward to require! Fight on the Ranger objective! Fight on the Ranger objective! Execute the mission! Execute the mission! Glory be to the Lord survivor! Glory be to the Lord survivor! Praise be the Lord!
Damn. That was a good video.
Today, we are hunting a seer specialist.
No, you're not doing anything. Get off my screen. That was phenomenal. SFC beats. Here's some other videos they've got. Green Beret story sounds impossible. Inside look at Rangers selection and assessment. A lot of Rangers stuff. Navy Special Warfare Operator. Very, very impressed. Also, as a side note, I'm very happy that this individual's moved away from these AI-looking thumbnails. They're popping up everywhere now, and I can't stand them. But them going to this more professional-looking thumbnail, big fan of. I will leave a link down below to that video. Every now and again, a video comes along, and it really blows your mind of how good it is. That was one of them. really, really liked that. So thank you to whoever it was who sent me it. I will leave a link down below. Make sure you go over, subscribe. Check out Chug. 10% off, link down below. Check out Morale and all the other links down below. Comment, let me know what you think. If you've got any recommendations, best place to do it is on Instagram at originalhuman_, or at Drink Morale. That's another place you can get a hold of me. Yeah, see you in the next video. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.